An officer just ran over the biker.
Negative. It's a suspect structure. Eastbound on San Andreas towards Senior Buns. Good block, DJ. Passing Senior Buns now. Braking at Red Garage. Somebody gets to La Puerta for a potential swap.
I'm on the south.
They're southbound.
They're swapping.
Southbound in the Red Garage. They're swapping.
Two out.
We can box them here. Box them.
So when he's wrapping around to La Puerta.
Oh, they got out. Shit.
I didn't see which vehicle they went to or
south.
which way.
I'm entering from
northbound
double
peaceful.
peril.
Primary vehicles northbound Las Lagunas.
Slow in here. Alleyway east.
I'm wrapping.
Southbound back to Hawick. Wrapping east.
Secondary eastbound Hawick. Actually, you two take it.
Northbound and east through an alleyway again. Southbound.
I'm wrapping.
Ooh, collision. You okay?
Oh, God.
Eastbound Hawick. North power. Maintaining north on Meteor now.
Secondary
Brakes.
comms, northbound Meteor. I'm wrapping. Hold the primary.
And four. We're continuing through east. We're going to continue east. Going through the next set of alleyways, maintaining east to Alta. Exiting south. South. They're probably going to come out to Power Street. Coming right back out the eastern side. Southbound now on Power. Maintaining south on Power, passing Pink Cage.
I got your secondary comms, southbound Power. Full send in southbound Power.
Oh, I'm smoking now. They're still south on Power, taking this San Andreas westbound, correct lanes.
All right, hold it. I'm catching up. All right, secondary comms
south.
westbound, Power left southbound through Red Garage.
Another swapping.
I'm going around right now. Tell me north or south.
I didn't stop. I'm on the car. They got a block. Oh, my car's out. They blocked me with a black ingot.
420 is continuing on the pink vehicle. We are northbound through right
Oh, I
garage.
thought he was
Stand by for
swapping.
direction. Left westbound San Andreas. We're going through the Ginger underground car park opposite Senior Buns. Westbound. Right eastbound back onto Ginger Street. Approaching San Andreas, right westbound San Andreas, right northbound back into the underground car park. We've 50'd. The vehicle might be boxed here. We might be able to get a box. Underground car park opposite Senior Buns. The vehicle is boxed. Can I get a unit here?
Oh, I just flipped this.
Plus broke the box. We are continuing eastbound, entering back to San Andreas. Stand by for direction. Straight over, we're taking the alleyway behind Senior Buns onto Calais.
Where's the flip
Left
area?
eastbound Vespucci Boulevard.
Is it in the back?
Continuing eastbound Vespucci, left northbound Peaceful Street. Looks like he's trying to get in Red Garage for another swap. Left westbound San Andreas. We're now entering Red Garage again, southbound.
Let's have.
He's straight through. There is
Wait.
Oh, fuck. It didn't go down. Oh, my God. I fucked us all. Damn it, man. That was so close to getting him, though.
Wow, he's gone.
Piece of repair.
He's pushing all the way. He went east.
Wait, no way. Can I not flip this? Oh, thank you. Hey, appreciate that.
Yeah, no
worries.
I got you.
All
Still have
right.
visual. Continue comms on the
Take care.
vehicle. 10-4.
I'm headed south Alta.
That scene.
I think it was last seen on Alta.
All right, let's code 6. Call out where you're going.
420 is going code 6 Alta through Carson.
I'm gonna take Mirror Park El Rancho.
Alta to Davis is code 4.
Go check the Rockford Plaza, see if they tucked up there.
It was a really good pursuit overall.
Carson through to
But
Roy
we really
level,
need to
code
train
4,
on,
just gonna
like-
check the alleyways between Carson and McDonald.
Anybody check Arcadia? It's a Union Depository.
I'll do that right now.
200's nearby.
Y'all good?
I'll check it.
Okay, never mind.
Everything all right?
I'm gonna go check the
Yeah, no,
scrap.
that
doing
local
that?
ran me over, so they're.
Oh, yeah. I saw you guys running through the road. I wasn't sure if you got, like, shot at or something.
Oh no, no,
McDonald
no.
alleyway,
All right.
Not that
code
kind of people.
4.
Union Depositories code 4.
Lucky Plucker alleyways to car wash, also code 4.
So send it down on Rancho.
It was a Hydra affiliation. They may head towards Mirror Park.
I don't see anything coming this way. What was the RO of the pink vehicle?
Leon Benz. Fuck, man. I had swapped my spikes for my baton because I was trying to rip out the interference that flipped.
Hey, it happens. Pulling out people is kind of shit, I'm going to be honest. Unless it's,
Yeah.
like, completely immobile.
Yeah, they were turret, so I tried to rip him out, and I didn't have my spikes ready in time.
The overall pursuit, that was very good parallel by the, you know, primary 4 units.
That was great, guys. The spikes were also great, Chaos. You were just a second off with it.
Yeah, literally a second off, and I would have had him. Oh, the other thing, guys, is it's like we got to get to La Puerta when we're in that red garage area.
Yeah.
Other than that, we did well. Did we get any evidence from the bank when we cleared it?
I didn't get no evidence. I didn't see anything.
Hey, fam.
The Mirror Park gas station is code 4.
If Park Boulevard from a Rancho going
It was
westbound is
good.
also
The
code
main
4.
thing is we need to drill into, like, attaching units, like 5 and 6, to be primarily focused on, like, assuming where to go next. Do you have all units still on radio?
Hey, fam.
All right, let's all go to Red Garage real quick.
I'm gonna grab a repair kit from MRPD, and then I'll be there.
I got you.
Go on, see it.
I got some repair kits I can give it.
Hey, fam.
I gotta put gas in the whip.
Yep.
I would have been out to see which way and what they swapped into, but I would have lost the primary car if I did that.
No, you did the right thing. Actually, let's meet over at the Alta Street, like, parking lot just south of Red Garage. All right.
No, Chaos needed it.
Oh, Chaos needed it?
At Walmart, right? You be stealing parking spots. I see you.
I'm gonna throw some in your glove box here.
Marks all over this shit.
There you go.
Appreciate it.
All right. So wait, did we have 6 units or 5 units on that? Did we have 6 or 5 units?
I had to stop because of the pedestrian they knocked off the motorcycle.
I got
believe we
you.
had 6.
We're missing Trevette and we're missing Spade and
I got you.
Jonah, I think it was.
All right. Wait, we had 7 units?
Yeah, you can take up to 8 on the Maze Bank.
Oh, gotcha.
on the Maze Bank, right?
All right.
Second.
Well, this. Wait, where did they go then?
If they're using 2 vehicles, I think you get
What?
Okay, they're down at the hospital. All right, we'll make this the LSPD thing. All right, so something that I've observed, over some time, and I'm just gonna keep it like a buck. Pursuit in our department across the board is kind of extremely questionable when in comparison to how shit used to roll in the past. One thing that I'm gonna be kind of monitoring and trying to like assist with is getting our pursuits many times higher. And I'm not talking about like the pursuit team or whatever. I'm talking about like generally how we handle these cases. And I kind of want to break down like, now what I mentioned here is not something that is going to be like an SOP, at least not at this point in time, but rather I kind of want to point at like some like a sort of the mental calculations everyone should sort of be running through their head to make us perform better on the field. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 vehicles right here. No, we got 6 vehicles right here. I bet. The way that primary, secondary, tertiary, and whatever the fucking fourth shit is called, was absolutely solid. One unit was going through tight alleyways. The other 2 units in secondary and tertiary were wrapping around. One was the third unit. Like if we're going northbound, right? They go in through alleyway. That third unit was taking the southern parallel. The secondary unit was taking the northern parallel, thus creating like a sandwich, right? If primary gets stuck, secondary and tertiary, whose parallel, have eyes, right? As soon as they exit out or U-turn, right, one of those 2 units can come right in and quickly take that secondary. Why is that good? You send 2 units into a tight alleyway, primary gets stuck up, now we've lost 2 units, right? Make sense?
Yep.
What I would like to see going forward, and this is just a habit that goes, it doesn't matter if we're with, chasing McQuillan down with 15, 20 units, or whether it's a case like this where we're only really dealing with 1 car, to start with. What I want to see our 5th and 6th plus units doing is the following. If there are interference vehicles and you're that 5th or 6th unit, unless otherwise instructed, you're going to be hyper focused on finding like the main intercepting vehicle and keeping it out of the chase. What does that mean? That means getting on their ass, chasing them. You could pit and all that fun shit, but the main thing is you get that 5th, 6th, 7th unit on that interference car. You've made like 1 or 2 suspects fuck off at that case, right? Make sense so far? Any questions? Feel free to ask.
Can I just add a comment?
No, not yet.
Okay.
I want to make sure we can talk afterwards. I'm just not sure what you're gonna say. If you have a question, that's perfectly fine.
Okay, yeah, I can word it as a question.
Yep. Go ahead.
As the 5th or 6th unit, you mentioned that we could potentially pit. If they're not pitting, we could escalate by pitting. Should we start the pits or?
That's like a stage beyond I want to touch on today, only because it's dependent, right, on a lot of things, right? Their level of aggression, etc., etc. I would say like if it depends scene to scene, right? If in that chase it's an interference car just in the area, we're going to treat that different than if that interference car is like actively pitting, getting in the way, hyper aggression. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I would say it depends on the call. If you're that 5th, 6th plus unit on the interference call, I would say that when there is a break in traffic, if there's enough of a lull time in traffic, you're going to want to be communicating that up. And then possibly taking it into your own hands if you feel confident enough to make a decision on that. But I hesitate to say anything specific because every chase kind of ranges.
That makes sense.
Yep. Rolling back, right? So everyone kind of get my point about like 5th, 6th unit, like what the goal there is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The next thing, and this kind of plays back to what we just witnessed here. That 5th and 6th unit, and I kind of said this over radio, but I think it's best that we kind of like recap it here, is if I'm 5th or 6th, or let's say I'm an attaching unit, my goal should always be, it's not just spiking, but it's actually predicting what they're about to do. So if I was 5th or 6th unit, what I tend to end up doing is I get in that vehicle and I kind of watch the pattern of their driving, right? Because why waste gas, right? Like I'm just burning gas. I could be a backup unit once 2nd or 3rd runs out of gas, right? I'm driving around like ripping my gas out, like ain't doing any value. Not to mention I'm like damaging it. I'm not saying stay stationary, but you kind of what you want to be doing is predicting, like, okay, these motherfuckers went through Red Garage a couple times. Let me go see if they're going through La Porta. We start thinking they're coming towards Red Garage. I'm gonna immediately, before the chase even come to Red Garage, I'm gonna send myself on to La Porta. I may even call that out, right? Yeah. Maybe the 5th unit goes up that way. If you notice that they're kind of hovering around White Garage, and I'm that 5th or 6th unit, I'm gonna go and check white garage to see what's going on in there, right? So that's kind of, and then in the event there's a crash out, someone's smoking, then I'll come in as that backup 4th unit. Does that kind of make sense? And
Yeah, 100%.
once again, this is not exactly what you should be doing, but this is the kind of thing that I want us to be actively thinking about on these calls as that 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th additional units coming in. And I'm going to use a primary example, right? When we tried to do the McQuillan apprehension for his murder warrant, there was points in time where we had 15 units literally all chasing one car.
Yeah.
And what that does is primary, secondary, tertiary, whatever the fuck 4 is, right? Quaternary. Does anyone know what the 4th is?
We don't actually
I
use
just say
that.
first,
units.
second,
I'm
third,
pretty
fourth.
sure.
Yeah. Let's just say 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. There now all of a sudden all those parallel quote unquote units, which are not actually paralleling, are just becoming obstacles, right?
Yeah. It becomes a bunch of bullshit and it becomes clusterfuck.
Yeah. Now you're like driving and weaving and
Yeah, not only having to dodge locals, but now you got to dodge other officers
Yeah.
that are in the way, and we're trying to maintain space and all that shit.
Any questions about what I just kind of brought up? And you can ask literally anything.
Nah.
No,
All
right.
good points.
I'm pretty clear.
All right.
All of it makes sense.
All right.
Yeah.
Easy. All right. That was a fucking sick chase, to be honest. Honestly,
That was good.
Honestly, everyone here did a fantastic job on the parallels and blocks,
Yeah.
getting to where you needed to be. The only mishap was we didn't have anybody get to La Puerta. But
You know
besides
what?
that, it was fucking fantastic.
I'm gonna say this: we sweat them so hard they took the fucking easy
Yeah.
route out. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So.
They even had blocks after that last swap, but took me out.
Oh yeah. All right. Bet. All right. Let's get back out there. I appreciate you guys.
Solid.
Oh yeah.
I just had someone say as well.
Yep.
Yeah, what
if
you want to say?
This is a good thing to tell other people as well. If you're first, second, and tertiary and you see people conga lining, have the confidence to tell them to leave, right? Because I see that some people maybe don't. And it's not necessarily your responsibility to deal with that. But, you know, you got 2 people behind you, tell them, you know, we're in a conga line, go parallel. And
even
9
give
times
them-
out of 10, they hear that and think, oh shit, yeah, maybe I should
The
be. Because some
veterinary?
people do just autopilot, right? They zone out, they're in the pursuit, and they're just sort of there, you know, existing. And sometimes people just need that slight nudge, and it's never wrong to tell people what to do, right?
Yeah.
I'm not saying you guys don't. I imagine you guys all do. But even so, you know, even if you're in a pursuit and you see this happening, just maybe mention it on the radio too.
Yeah, for sure.
Because people might not even have the idea in their head to tell people to leave and go parallel.
I want to interject just slightly on that. Do it if you are the primary on the scene, and until we get to a point, or so that I don't think we're at a stage yet that I'm a little too afraid that if anyone just starts doing it, that could create a bit of a
You can take this channel.
feelings time. You know what I mean?
Okay. All right.
Yeah. I think if you're like,
Feelings.
if you're the like first, second, third on that chase, like that's your shit, that's your call, then absolutely do it, right?
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Or if
Only
you're on the
you are in
pursuit
that.
team, right? That kind of makes sense as well.
Yeah.
But
And on top of that, if you notice the pattern or if you're familiar with who you may be chasing and what they like to do, you can even direct those units to go to those spots so that they
Yes.
don't have to, you know, if they may not know where they need to be going, so you can help them out by go ahead and doing that.
yeah, 1000%. Oh yeah. All right, easy. Can we try something with any of our big chases today, like Maze Bank, Polito, like the ones where we got 6 units? Let's have let's try to 311 the call signs. That way those who are attaching know who we're counting on in those main positions.
Yeah, solid.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can
You
do
know,
that.
I think that'd be very useful, especially in the midst of a chase. So that like someone like myself or anyone else that's monitoring is like, all right, those guys are supposed to be there. Who's not supposed to be there? Not to discipline, but rather makes it easier to know who to pull aside and be like, yo, let's try doing it this way next time.
Yeah.
All right.
Honestly, we should. I myself, I don't do it often enough, but we should attach ourselves to the calls, and that would on the
Yeah.
dispatch, and then it would show us there.
I like
rather than having
that.
To rely on the 311.
I like that.
And 9 times out of 10 as well, like you said, like pulling people to the side and having a word with them after might not necessarily be perceived as a punishment anyway, because some people might just not know, right?
Yep.
Like they might have just never learned that that's what you're supposed to do, and it could help them a lot. They could have just been accidentally doing it due to lack of training.
Yep. Yep. Agreed. All right. All right.
Well, it
awesome.
happens.
This is good. Let's get back out there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet.
All right.
Sounds like emotional shit you getting on, and emotions get you killed.
Hey, not wrong. Not fucking wrong.
Dispatch.
Yeah, we need to... That was a really good fucking pursuit, to be honest. Zone defense. Yes.